Welcome. Welcome to a lovely yoga session that we're about to have. I am Lauren, and I'm going to be your instructor today. I am really excited to try something different with this practice. I find that within yoga, a lot of times we feel like it has to be a quiet practice, no sound, unless it's like the music you hear in the background, meditation music only, right? But I think that there's a way we could dive deeper into our healing journey through yoga by adding some dialogue. Of course, not the whole time, because this specific practice is bedtime yoga, so I do want you to be able to get some relaxation, some quiet time before you fall asleep. But I mainly wanted to not only instruct a bedtime yoga, but maybe put some thoughts in your head that might have some movement going on in your subconscious while you sleep. Maybe you'll find some new revelations in the morning. But yeah, I just want to just talk. I have no plan with this video as far as what I'm going to say. And I don't know what I want to call this series, but let's just say for right now, this is just off the dome. Like, we're dome yoga, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But basically, I'm freestyling this. So bear with me. We're gonna get in tune with ourselves, okay? And we're gonna chit chat while we do that. Alrighty, so let's first start with our legs out and just get comfortable. Like, you don't even have to sit up straight. Like, just let yourself slouch over if that's how you're feeling, okay? Because it's been a long day. At least for me personally, it's been a long day. I wouldn't be surprised if it's been a long day for you as well. That's why you're here trying to do bedtime yoga. But let's just give ourselves some gratitude for just making it through the day, okay? Like, we live in a crazy world. We live in a world that is just full of surprises. And sometimes those surprises affect us and can get into our soul and get into this nitty-gritty part of ourselves that feels like everything is a lot. It's too much. It's crumbling down. But right now, we just want to release those feelings. It's okay to acknowledge or admit that you felt negative today if that is true for you, okay? We don't want to enable toxic positivity. Not on this channel, we don't. I will be the first one to tell you that I fight negative thoughts every single day. Of course, over time, it gets easier, but that doesn't mean that they're not there, and that doesn't mean that I don't struggle with it. So that's really the focus of today, I think, is just releasing and also accepting. Because they're kind of one and the same. In order to release, we have to accept. So let's inhale, bring your arms up high. As we exhale, we're going to forward fold, okay? Hinging at the hips, reach for your toes, your ankles, wherever is accessible for you. In doing this forward fold, we're releasing our upper torso over our lower body. Okay, we're letting ourselves fall. But we're also accepting that there's some uncomfortableness with this. There's some tension, there's some tightness, maybe in your neck, maybe in your back, maybe in your thighs. We're accepting the tightness as we release. Okay. Inhale your arms up again. This time try to release yourself even lower. See if your forehead can touch your knees. And if not, bend your knees so that you bring them up high enough to where you can rest your forehead on them. And I want you to just gently rock your forehead on your knees, giving your third eye a massage. Remembering to breathe as we massage our third eye. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, bringing your neck up last. And I want you to just spread your arms out to the sides of you. Lean into it, okay? Hold yourself up here just for a moment, and then drop onto your left elbow and reach over to the left side. I love doing yoga in the bed because I feel like I get to just be a little bit more lazy with my asanas, because if you're in the studio, right, or wherever you practice, you want to show up and be perfect. You want your posture to be right. You want everything to look good. But when it's nighttime, just relax, okay? No one's here to judge you. It's just you and the mattress, okay? So if you want to come onto your right elbow and just lean over, and don't worry about how you look, but just do what feels good. This is how we release and we accept, okay? We do what feels good without worry. Okay, try to open your chest a little bit so your arm is above you, but we're just gonna open our heart just slightly before tucking it back in and coming on to the other side. Okay, I'm gonna open our heart, expressing all the love that we have for how our day went. No matter how the day made you feel, and feel free to roll out your neck right now. No matter how the day made you feel, it's important to show love and gratitude for the day that you experienced. Because there's a reason for everything that you experienced today. And that's really all you need to know. The fact that there's a reason you experienced what you experienced today is all you need to know. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cross our legs into a crisscross applesauce seated comfortable position. You can sit against your wall if you have one. If not, I'm just going to sit up straight. And what we're going to do is, with a straight spine, I want you to extend your arms out, and we're just gonna hold this for a moment here. Just flat arms, just hold, and I want you to just observe. Observe your hands. Observe, are they tight? Do they feel tight? Do you want to clench? Are they loose? Are they relaxed? Are they hanging? How do you feel? What does the energy in your hands feel like? And whatever that energy is in your hands, can it flow through your arm? Can it flow through your arms into the rest of your body? And let's flip our hands over so our palms are facing the ceiling. And we thank Source. We thank our higher selves. We thank God. Thank you for the day that I've had. Thank you for my life. Thank you for waking me up this morning and kindly bringing me back home so I can close my eyes and rest my head tonight. Thank you. And we're going to flip our palms back towards the ground as we hinge our hips and reach as far as you can to the edge of your bed, tucking your chin into your chest. You can shake your head side to side and nod your head yes. And slowly walk your hands back up. We're going to switch the leg that's dominant in this seated position. So we're going to take the leg that's closest to your groin area, just bring that to the outside. Scoot the other leg closer in, okay? And we're gonna do the same thing. That way both of our hips are getting an equal stretch, right? So we're going out, just reaching over and release. Alrighty. We're going to take the leg that is in front, okay, your leading leg. I want you to just gently cross it over so that you're in a twist, okay? And we're just going to rest. For me, this is my right hand. I'm going to rest my right hand on my left knee. And I'm not really going to force my twist too much. I'm just going to gently rest my left arm out to the side. And right now, I just want to feel the feeling in my body from doing this position right here, okay? Because you may feel some tightness on your outer thigh. And you also may feel some tightness going in your shoulder region and down your arm. So just see, can you extend your fingertips long and give your neck a slight rotation? Just see how that feels for you. For me, it feels like a lot of tension releasing. Okay, I'm letting my day release. If you have emotions come up, let them out. If you need to cry, cry. This is a safe space. We cry together. Birds of a feather flock together. I cried a lot this morning. I cried for probably 2 to 3 hours this morning. And I feel good about that. Because had I held on to those emotions, had I kept those tears inside, had I made myself more miserable by not allowing myself to release and accept where I was at in the day and what I was feeling, I wouldn't be here right now recording this video. I wouldn't be able to sit here and be so open and so content with life if not for the tears that I let go earlier today. Alrighty, so now we're going to get ready to twist. So you can bring your arm back in for a moment. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to take a deep breath in so our spine is long and straight. And as you exhale, you're just going to slightly twist, turning your neck to the back of the room, only as far as feels comfortable for you. And just smile. I don't care if you have a window behind you or just a wall, just smile. Just smile and know that you are here and you deserve to be here. Alright, we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but I need to shake that out because I feel, I definitely feel that stretch. So Once you're done shaking it out and getting any movements that you need, we're going to cross the opposite leg, okay? Sitting up nice and tall, resting my left arm over my right knee. I'm just gonna move my right hand out long, get a nice twist in my neck here, and just feel what this does to my body. That's all. That's our goal when we're practicing at nighttime, is to just feel. It's not about how you look. It's not about what's going on in your mind. It's not about any of that. It's not even about trying to clear your mind. Because maybe you don't need to clear your mind. Maybe you need to reflect some. Maybe you need to reflect on your actions today and what you could have done better. Let's sigh that out. Let's just think about our day for a moment. Inhale and sigh out all the things that we think we could have did, or the things that we didn't accomplish, or what we could have done better. Let's just sigh that out. Let it go. Accept that whatever did not get done today, didn't get done today for a reason. Maybe there's a better day for you to do it. I happen to be in a very beautiful cabin in the woods right now, and I was supposed to be here over a month ago for my birthday, last month. And it didn't work out for me to come here that weekend, and now I know why. Because this was the perfect weekend, from the weather to how I feel internally. All of it aligned, and it made sense for me to be here this weekend, not in February. And of course, back in February, I felt disappointed that I wasn't going to get to go on my birthday trip, because I planned this for my 23rd birthday. And I've grown so much since February. Okay, I am so glad to be here in this cabin right now with myself today. This is where I am meant to be, right here, right now. And so we may feel like we're supposed to get certain things done on certain timelines, but your timeline is not more important than God's timeline. Your timeline is not more important than your higher self's timeline. On that note, take a deep breath in. Let's lengthen our spine. And exhale as we twist. And when you're ready, we're going to just undo this pose here, uncrossing our legs. So we're going to sit in this sort of serpent position. I think when I did cheerleading, we used to call this not a hickey, not a hurley. I don't know. We used to call this something in cheer. But this is a great stretch. So we're gonna basically put a nice bend in your back knee, okay? And your front foot is just gonna rest right here on the top of your knee. And I want you to hinge forward. If you like, you can even open up. Ooh. good, y'all. Too good. And we're gonna switch sides. So just taking the back leg this way, front leg rested on top. Make sure that you're comfortable. You don't want to pull anything. So before you start bending over, make sure that this seated position feels good. So I'm just gonna adjust a little bit because my hips tighter on this side. So I'm not gonna hinge forward as much. I don't want to force anything. But I'm gonna just come down about right here. Actually, just gonna rest on my elbows. This feels good. Resting on my elbows feels good on this side. It's all about listening to your body and knowing what your body needs. Knowing what you need, okay? We're gonna open up on an inhale. Inside out. Yes, ma'am. Untucking and opening to a wide-legged forward fold. We've got our legs wide. We're going to inhale our arms up high and exhale for a forward fold. Make sure you relax your jaw, unclench your face, okay? Like, loosen up your forehead here. Just be gentle with yourself. Relax your eyes, relax your jaw. Don't hold your breath, allow yourself to breathe as we open up. I'm noticing that I'm doing a lot of heart openers tonight, and I truly think that's because I am in the middle of a transformation personally, where I'm learning to give myself the love that I so desperately crave from other people. And I've learned something this week, that I'm such a loving person, but my love is not always unconditional. Sometimes I'm so loving and I pour my love onto people without them asking. And it's like, oh look, like I'm just loving you without you asking me to. But the problem is when I do that, I've noticed that subconsciously, sometimes I want something in return. I pour all my love onto people because subconsciously I'm hoping that they'll see that I'm deserving of getting that same love back. I want them to pour back into me as much as I'm pouring into them, even though they didn't ask me to do that. So as we go into our next forward fold here, and as we do our heart openers again, I want you to really think about that and embody that. Are you loving the people in your life the best that you can? Are you loving them unconditionally? Okay, are you loving them even on your bad days? Inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, tucking your chin to your chest. Seeing how low can your torso get to the bed, to the mattress beneath you. Maybe flexing your toes or holding on to your toes as you lower yourself. I'm going to hold on to my the outside of my foot as I open up to the left side, and try not to crunch on to your leg. Like, don't just be here with it, you know? Really, if you're holding on to your foot or you're reaching for your toes, there should be space between your side torso and your leg. Okay. Like, I had to check myself just now because I felt myself crunching. It shouldn't be a crunch. It should just be a nice arch over. Alright. And we are going to close these legs to married men, honey. When I'm sleepy, anything comes out my mouth. So, let's go into child's pose. First, before we go into a wide-legged child's pose, I want to just sit here for a moment. Just breathe. Let's roll our neck out. I drove 3 hours to get here to this cabin. So I definitely have some tightness in my neck from the drive. Wherever you have tightness, wherever you're feeling that, feel free to stretch that out. This is your time. Do what feels good for you. If you want to roll your neck, then roll it about halfway and then roll it back so that we're protecting our neck here. And then when you're ready, roll to the other side. Halfway and then back. Halfway and then back. We're also going to grab our earlobes here. If you have earrings, just grab on top of your earrings. Lightly pull on your earlobe, okay? So just a nice circular motion here. Ooh. Not me pulling my earring out. I said that fast, I done lost the back to my earring. That fast. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take my earrings out since it's about that time. It's about that time for me to go to sleep. Alright. Now that we've removed our earrings, let's just gently pull your earlobes forward and then rotate them back. Okay. Just giving them a nice little massage. This is a great way to help reset the energy connected to your crown chakra. Maybe give the top of your head a little squeeze, a little massage. I feel like I hear so much BS during the day, like whether it's on social media or just whatever it is, like we're human. So BS is inevitable, all right? It's just a part of life. You're gonna hear it, you might speak it, whatever it is. You might see it. But clearing the ears is something that just does it for me every time, because I just imagine like all the stuff I heard today exiting my ears, like it's all gone. Shake it out. Shake it out. And then stop. We have clear mind, clear ears. And let's lower into our child's pose. Need to shake out your feet a little bit, you can, since we've been sitting on them. And we're gonna come into our wide-legged child's pose by bringing your toes together and your knees wide apart, sinking onto your heels. Inhale as you lift your arms up, and exhale them back down. One more time. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale as we come into our wide-legged child's pose. If you're familiar with thread the needle, perfect. If not, thread the needle is a pose I typically do when we're doing cat and cows. Matter of fact, let's, in child's pose, just come up so that you're resting like on your palms. In child's pose, you could have your toes touching, or you can sit in a W seated position with your toes, not touching. All right, let's take some cat and cows here because my hips are very tight. This is opening them right on up, but I want to see how that feels to lift your chin. All right, let your belly expand outwards as you breathe into your belly. And as you exhale, suck your stomach into your spine and tuck your chin into your chest. And it doesn't have to be too intense. You don't have to force yourself and do all of that. This is just a gentle movement, okay? Gentle. And I'm really not even moving my hips at all. I'm just focusing on my torso. All right. And when you're ready, we're gonna come down onto our right elbow here. I want you to lift your left arm up high. You're going to feel a sensation in your right hip by doing this. As you exhale, thread the needle so that, and you may have to, lift your elbow up, but thread the needle so your left hand is coming underneath and through. And then I want you to either just rest here back on your elbow, or if you want a deeper stretch, come onto the mattress and relax. And you're gonna feel this through your side body, okay? Through your back rib cage, likely where you'll feel this deep stretch. Next inhale, we're going to slowly unwind ourselves and lift our arm back up. Alright, stretch those hands, stretch those fingers. And then come back down to release. Same thing on the right side. Inhale, right arm comes up. And thread underneath the left arm. Both sides are going to feel different, so take that into account when you're practicing yoga. You shouldn't be forcing one side to match the other. If you can do this on one side, but on the other side you're right here, that is totally fine. Alright, we're inhaling our arm back up. Stretching those hands and fingers. Ooh, yes. And then bring it back down. I want you to just come into a puppy dog pose, slowly sliding yourself forward and lifting your hips. Imagine your butt is reaching for the back of your head, and vice versa. And then gently release. Okay, back into your seated position. And we're going to bring ourselves slowly out of that child's pose. Come onto your back. This is my favorite part. We're going to windshield wiper our legs side to side. I see a spider. I see a spider. It really didn't occur to me that there would be spiders in this Airbnb, but it makes sense. I'm in a cabin in the woods. Of course there's spiders. Now I gotta sleep with one eye open. Alright, when you're done windshield wipering, I want you to just extend your legs straight and just breathe here for a few breaths. We're almost done. When you're ready, we're going to take our right leg and lift it in. So we're bringing our right knee into our chest, and then we're crossing it over the left side. Okay, turning your head to the right. This is giving your intestines a nice massage. I can actually feel it. I can feel my organs moving around and getting stretched out. It's such a beautiful gift to be alive and to have a body that works so hard for you. Alright, bring your left knee in, cross over to the right side, and turn to the left. Uncross. Stretch your arms out above your head. Mainly because I need to do that because I have to yawn. And when you're ready, we're going to come into happy baby. So happy baby. We have a flat spine on the bed. And we're just grabbing the bottoms of our feet and swaying side to side. All right, and hug yourself as we roll. And then come up into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today in this bedtime yoga session. I hope that you feel warm and fuzzy and ready to have a good night's rest. I love you, and I'm sending you so much love and abundance into your next day. Have a beautiful night's sleep and enjoy your wonderful 8-hour savasana.